Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. My name is Alicia and this is Naturally Alicia. And today it's finally fitting because we are outside in my urban garden and I'm so excited. This is one of the luxuries for me of like living. So the first thing that I'll highlight is my compost tumbler. This I purchased last year, and I'm gonna be honest, it took me about a year to realize how to effectively use it and how it worked. So in combination to this compost tumbler, I also have a kitchen like compost collector. And so whenever I'm using fresh fruits, vegetables, the parts that I don't add to whatever I'm cooking, I put inside the bin. And then once that's full, I bring it out into this tumbler. Put it in the tumbler, mix the tumbler with some browns, cardboard, paper, old leaves or old grass after my husband cuts the grass, a little bit of water, and just let it sort of marinate. Put it somewhere sunny. That was the mistake I made last year. I put it somewhere that was like part sun, and it took forever for the stuff to break down. But now this year that I've moved it to this side that's south facing, it gets lots of sun, works well. Look at that. And so when it starts off, the compost bin is like full to the top. And then as the days go by, as you water it, as you spin it, as you add just life to it and spin it, it starts to break down. So what ends up being like a full ends up turning into maybe like one, what's them, like Home Depot, Lowe's, them little, I don't even know what they call buckets that you get. That's the word, bucket. Why was it so hard to find bucket? You pretty much only get one bucket full of compost once you're done, but it has two sides, or at least the one that I have has two sides, so that as I'm letting one marinate and cook, I can let the other one start to develop. So it works out. And then I use the compost in the garden areas, and I'm going to show you. I originally intended for this to be like a flower area, but I had made the mistake of putting some strawberries in here, and the strawberries are sort of living and taking it over, and that's fine because I love strawberries. Let's see if we have any. Y'all can't see nothing. Some animal has come already and started eating into that one, so I'm gonna put that in the compost bin. I got another one that's coming, but it's not quite ready yet. A couple more that are coming. They said put basil next to your stuff and wasn't nothing gonna get it. It don't work over here. Maybe it works somewhere else, but they be coming. My marigolds and some other flowers that have seen better days. We are in the middle of July now, and so my strawberries are June bearing. They're producing strawberries. They haven't been as sweet as the ones from June, and that's cool. What they are producing though is more runners, so that I can have more strawberry plants for next year. Most of the flowers are gone from that area, and that's fine. This year I also got into green stalk garden planters. So here's one raspberry, and then I have just another purple Aldi mini planter that has Minnesota midget melons and cucumbers. Zinnias are popping and beautiful. Look at her. Look at her. Ignore my ashy hands. Mind your business, unless you're gonna send me some lotion. But we have tomatoes. This is going to be a purple broccoli, little dwarf sunflowers, zinnias, more broccoli. What else is that? Marigold. Mixture of flowers and cold season crop. That is either a chive or a bunching onion. Who knows? We'll find out with time. Okay, these cucumber. I can't wait for them to actually finish developing. I have not had a cucumber yet. I am in zone probably 6B, 6 something, child. Let me figure that out. Oh, look at is that a fly? Is that a fly? Get out of here. Well, unless you pollinating for me. This is my girl. I also love collecting like Black Americana artifacts. This one I found at I don't want to call it a pawn shop, but for lack of a better word, a pawn shop. And I said, oh, I have to have it. Let me reclaim the stuff that's of my ancestors. Let me be quiet. Anyway, hold on. Y'all are sitting on another green stalk that I have not put together. Well, I put it together, but I haven't filled it with anything. This is another one of my garden beds. This was an Aldi garden bed. You got to be in that Aldi at opening time on the Wednesday in order to find these, because I went back probably the next day because I wanted to get 2 more. I ended up buying 2 of them. Girl, they was gone. Child, they was gone. Boy, they was gone. So I was happy I was able to get these 2. This one houses all of my cherry tomatoes. It has like a strawberry plant, some green beans. It has a couple corn and squash, zucchini, one of the 2. We'll figure out if it ever developed. And carrots. I can't remember if I said that. Look at my cherry tomatoes. I have so many little bunches like this all throughout. Like here's another one. All of these that you see, they're not quite ready yet. They're yellow, not even blushing. Well, some of them are blushing. Some of them are like orange, but I'm waiting for them to get red before I come back and pull them. I harvested a whole bunch yesterday, and we made spaghetti. Well, I made spaghetti with some onions that I grew, and the tomatoes and the basil. Delicious, very like natural, sweet. But this is what is in this garden bed. There's nothing to really harvest here. I already kind of went through and cleared out some of the raggedy leaves, things that were turning colors. Oh, there's a bee. We love to see bees in the garden. I'm allergic to bee stings though, so like I be head on the swivel, don't get me. Okay, let's go over to the next one. All right, this next one is just in the ground corn. I have corn growing. I have corn growing in my little urban garden, and I'm like beyond myself because what? It'd be a whole bunch of ants on it. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means I need to do about it. But as of right now, I kind of just been skeeting the little ants off of it. But you know, I don't know. If y'all know what I need to do with that, let me know. But also in this bed, we have okra. Oh, y'all can't see nothing. Hold on, friend. We have okra, green beans that are wrapping around the corn, because I was initially going to do the 3 sisters method, but with what space, Alicia? Where are you going to put a squash plant in this jungle? This is supposed to be a watermelon. This is just weeds that's supposed to be on the outside. But they just keep coming back no matter how much I weed. We also have more Minnesota midget melons that are growing along a trellis in here that you cannot see. Oh, there you can. You can see it now. They all over the place. But I have about 4 okra plants right next to each other. Child, was that a bad idea? This is what I mean. Look at these little critters. They just all up on it. Is that good though? Are they helping the little top parts of the corn to unfold so that they can pollinate the actual silks to give me corn? I don't know. Ooh, look at it. Am I on it? There it is. That's my little midget melon. Bags of potatoes. That potato is starting to flower. We'll see what happens. I had beets that were growing right there. I've already harvested 2. One of them I harvested. It was a decent size. The other one, way too early. This one, I'm just going to let sit for another. Listen. The back of the package say 60 days. It has been, I feel like, longer than 60 days, and these are not getting where I need them to be. Other things that I have that you can't really see from where we're standing, more beets. So when they weren't really developing or growing fast enough in the bag, I put some more in my in-ground garden bed right here. And so those are all beets too. they're probably at day like 30. So I'm gonna give them another month before I be like, where y'all at? Like, y'all been taking up space and not giving me nothing. Where y'all at? Come on over with me. More potatoes that are almost ready to be harvested. I'm letting them die back a little bit more because they have been in here long enough. They've flowered, they've done all the things. They're starting to fall over, as you can see. But they haven't completely like died. And that is what I'm waiting for, so that I can come and have my potato exploration. Okay, these babies. This is my real like little corn, my little corn patch. My child is in this window yelling for me to bring her outside. Unfortunately, she is not gonna make an appearance. Anyway, back to my corn. Stop ruining my experience with my corn, girl. I have probably 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, maybe like 12 corn in a small little area. This area is probably 2 feet by 3. Oh, it's a bee by my hand. Get me out of here. Anyway, 2 by 3 area of land. I have about 12 things of corn. Ghetto. But we'll see what's gonna happen. We will see what's gonna happen. Some of it is starting to look really, really good. See, like all of it is starting to head up. I'm just waiting on them to get bigger. I've already come through and like squoze them to make sure there aren't any worms or anything in here eating my little babies, because I'm so excited to be able to harvest corn from my little urban backyard. Who knew? Who knew that you could grow corn in your backyard? But I realized as I was driving around all these places in like the Michigan area, and I'm like, they grow corn, so that means I must have a climate decent enough to grow corn. And so I said, well, I'm gonna try it, and that's what led me to do it. We have lots of apples here. We have lots of like vineyards here, so I'm like, oh, I could probably grow grapes. I could probably grow apples with this climate. That is how I got my inspiration. Okay, we are almost to the end. I told you it's a quick little garden tour. I have a lot, but I have a little. It's manageable sometimes. I do not have irrigation set up, so I am coming out and hand watering everything, or allowing the Mother Nature to water it. It's actually supposed to rain within the next like hour or so. Beautiful. I watered it yesterday, but we'll see what happens. Another Aldi meadow garden bed. I also have more corn in here. I planted these corn probably 3 weeks after I planted the corn that was next to it, because I was succession planting. I said something is gonna have to shake, something gonna work. So also in this bed there's a little tomato. There are more cucumbers. There is a pepper plant back over here. It hasn't really done anything yet. I started this pepper from seed probably easily just a month ago. And so I'm just amazed that it has gotten this big so far. Like, that's at a good spot. That's at like the transplanting part. It's probably still gonna be, that's a squirrel in the tree just a rattling. It's probably still gonna be another month, if not month and a half, before I actually get peppers. At least in my experience, growing peppers, when I get them, in the past I've gotten them from like just the Home Depot type store, big box store, and it looked like this when I bought it from the store. And I brought it in, and it took about a month for it to produce flowers and then produce fruit. So I'm gonna give this a month, and then I have 2 of them really, really close, because child, I planted 2 seeds in this spot just to see what's gonna happen. Both of them germinated, and so I'm just letting them go. We gonna see what happened. If nothing happened, then I'm gonna move one and see if that will allow it enough time and space to get back to life. Okay, this is supposed to be my pumpkin patch. But I have volunteer milkweed that literally just comes and takes over. But look at the flowers from the watermelon. These get so big. Do I see any fruit yet? Nope. I probably put these out about a month and a half ago too. So maybe I just need a little bit more time. I think it takes pumpkins a while to develop. Which is probably why I started them early. But I also have cucumbers in here that I started a whole bunch of seeds in trays, and I didn't have anywhere else to put the other cucumbers, so I just put them over here and said good luck. They actually are starting to form in certain spots. They're small, more. Oh, see, I told you, there go a cucumber. And these are just, there are watermelon in here somewhere too. This is my first time growing pumpkin. Who knew they got so big? Not I, said the cat. But I also have watermelon in this same little small patch of land. We're gonna see what happens, if anything, because sunlight where? Shade everywhere from all these big pumpkin plants. Now we are to the last area of my garden. Oh, look at the little bees. They just a buzzing. These are all volunteer milkweed. The person who owned this house before us, they were a gardener. They loved their little outdoor oasis. They had tomatillo plants growing. They back there. They don't look the best, but they back in there. They had milkweed. They had like a whole bunch of grapevines. If you look closely, right up at the top, boom. Those are grapes. They came with the house, guys, and I've been trying to like clean this up so that I can actually get grapes. I don't know if I'm gonna actually, I think these might just die, but you know, I see them, and so now I know that I have a grapevine along this back gate and then along my side gate. But then I also bought some grape sticks. Excuse my hands. I bought some grape sticks from Aldi. I also have a blueberry bush. I just harvested the last like ripe blueberry yesterday, but I have a few more that are coming. Those are, look at that beetle. Look, you can't see it. Look at that little mother sucker. Get off my plants. This is not for you to eat. Anyway, more milkweed. I had some lilies in here, but the lilies time has come. Them flowers have fallen off. They were so beautiful. They were yellow. Look at my dahlia. This pink one is so pretty. This one ends up being kind of like a burgundy reddish color. I cut one of those and took it in the house already. But child, look at this beautiful dahlia, grown from the little tubers from Aldi. If you learn nothing else from this video, go to Aldi. Well, not right now, they don't have them right now, but in the springtime, buy you the tubes or the bulbs, tubers, not the tubes, buy you the tubers, the bulbs, buy you the stuff from Aldi. I also need to show you a rose bush that I bought from Aldi and that I planted this year, and like it's producing roses. But yes, these dang on dahlias are beautiful, and maybe it was $3-4. It took probably about 2 months for them to like get this big and to bloom, but totally worth it. And they're perennial, so now that I have them, they're gonna come back every year. Really, like that's just so fantastic. And really, they're huge, and they give you probably about 6. That's a small one that's still not taken off because it was covered up, but I cut down some branches. That one just was in the ground. It's another one that was in a pot, and I just transplanted it into the garden, but it's coming back, getting its color back. This is a sunflower. I planted sunflower seeds in this like garden area last year. They did not do the best last year because I was not watering consistently. But now the ones that didn't bloom last year are blooming. So it's coming along. So excited. Okay, the rain is coming. Oh, my neighbor. Other question. What is this? What are those? Because I don't know. They own the milkweed plant. They wasn't always here. It was beautiful flowers. You can see the flowers dying out. And those died out, and then these big old things came. What are those? I know I could just ask the Googles and the AIs, but I'm sure one of y'all know. That is my July garden tour. In zone, we gonna say 6B, because I'm almost certain I am in zone 6B. Or maybe 6A. I'm in zone 6 something. I am in Michigan. This is my little urban garden. Things are growing. I'm harvesting. I am about to start some more seeds for fall because I'm gonna pull out some things. For example, I just pulled out some of my sugar snap peas. Daytime has come and gone, but I'm gonna be planting more of those for the fall. But that's it. Let me know. Oh, let me show y'all this rose bush since I'm out here. So if anybody ever had a question about the rose bushes from Aldi, look at this beautiful pink flower. And then I have a couple more that are about to come. I think it's another one. Yep, there we go. There's the other one. And I've already had about 3 roses bloom from this bush. And this is literally the first year of this rose bush's life. I just bought this in the springtime. And just let it do what it did, and it has produced. But that's all. Thank you all for watching. Come back, see more. Bye.